know, I got some rage problems. But I've asked you, without my knowledge, to go look up some tips, maybe some helpful things.
Contradictory. I've asked you without my knowledge.
Oh wait, I mean, no, yeah, it's true. We're going. Like I said in that one episode, I contradict myself a lot, so you just gotta bear with me. Let Daniel just point it out, then I'll be like,
it's right.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, it was raining a lot this morning. But anyway, you're right. Contradictory. I asked you to go look up some helpful tips, but without showing me, so we can talk about them here on the podcast and just let what we talk about come naturally. But so Daniel, whip out your list.
That's why I just brought up that it was controversial, just to get you rambling more. Just more Dylan rambles.
Whip out your list. Let's get into some of these tips that you got for me. Okay. Maybe some of them will help. Some of them might not. You know, they're different for every person. Everyone has a different type of rage with the different sets of triggers. So just remember that going through this list, remember you just pick out what you think will help you, which is what I'm going to do when Daniel and me go through this list. Daniel.
It's like I had that false list we were talking about, but I kind of like this one better because it's just straight to.
Is it from a website? You like to?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to shout it out actually. It's on a website called Psychology Today, and the way I found it was just looking at like tips on how to control rage, and it's just these are like very just short, straightforward answers, like 1 to 5 words, and we're like the false tip is just own it. It's basically like pretending you're not.
I think that's what this is right here, right?
Exactly. It's like just spitting out the vowels today. But it's like owning it. It's like basically says pretending you're not angry. It's basically like worse than actually just being like, okay, I'm angry. Maybe I just need to sit here quietly. like,
I think that is a very helpful tip. Own it. Probably, maybe, depending, maybe a verbal cue like, I'm angry. I don't know if you need to say that to the people you're around, either the person that's making you angry. Maybe you need to step away and say it to someone else that's like outside of the situation. But maybe step away and tell someone you're angry. Talk to someone else while you're angry. Or be
more controversial. Step up in their face, look them dead in the eyes and be like, you're making me angry.
I mean, that could happen. It probably may happen to somebody. But what's number 2, Daniel? What do you got?
Number 2. It's like break it down. So you're still simmering after your yearly review. If you jot down some of your thoughts, whether with prehistoric pen or paper or within.
Read it loud.
Oh my god, no. Fuck what the words these guys are trying to be spelling. But basically, break it down. Like, figure out the roots, basically, of why you're evil. Oh god, Daniel, calm down. Satanic Daniel, put away the horns. But why you're angry, like
he's calling us evil.
Yeah, like if Dylan's just sitting there looking at Billy, and Billy's pissing Dylan off, Dylan needs to look deeper within himself and find out why just looking at Billy pisses him off. Like, did Billy really do something to you? He's like, every time you look at Billy, you getting pissed off?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Basically, break it down and go within yourself and find out what.
That's something I'm going to have to do with a lot of people. There are a lot of people like that. I just look at them. They piss me off. Specifically, customers.
Especially the ones that think they're always right.
God.
Twitch.
Nah, I like most customers. Let's be honest. It's that 0.5% of customers that really just piss me off for the whole rest of the day. It's that 0.5%. Because the rest of the customers...
and then the rest of the customers...
On about their day, which is exactly what I like.
Go about their day, all the really good customers that spend all day you dealing with them just to get you back feeling normal, like. To be that one that really pisses you off, and like... Fuck, for my job instance, for right now, like... I'll be like, ugh, bad day. Then I'll see like one delivery going to the right place, and I'm like, boom, sweet. And they'll be real nice. I'll vent to them, and
there's this one old man that I got into an argument over coffee with. I think I've told you this probably around you a lot of times, but okay, because he would not tell me how much like cream and sugar, and he kept like seriously bitching at me. Like I was like, "Do you want it in it?" And he was like, "Yes." And I put it in it, and I gave it to him. He was like, "Where's my cream and sugar?" I was like, "It was in it, like you asked, sir." And he's like, "No, I want it on the side." And I gave it to him on the side, and then he's like, why? I want you to put it in there for me. And I'm like, it's already in there. And he was like, you don't need to get an attitude with me. I was like, well, it's in your coffee, sir. And he just picked it up and walked and never came up to the register again. Every time I look at him, I get pissed off. And I know exactly why.
I'd believe, like, how stupid you gotta be. I hate the random. I used to walk there, and it pisses me off. Like, why do you bitch about a coffee that's 65 cents because your ass is old? If a new person, your ass is there every fucking morning. Every fucking morning. Like, if it's a new person that you've never seen before, your ass is in there every day. You should know that. And if they tell you a wrong price, pay for it. Don't bitch because it's a fucking $1. And fucking tell them, like, after you get your coffee, and then inform, like, there's something that seems, like, you know, there's a senior's discount, we get it cheap when it's a tinier size. Basically, like, don't sit there and fucking breathe down their neck.
Right.
Like, motherfucker, you pulled that probably out of your wife's change purse, for fuck's sake. If you're gonna bitch about it, go home, grow your own goddamn coffee beans, and fucking make it your damn self.
The title of this video is gonna be How to Cure Rage. It's gonna be two guys raging about
okay.
Remember, this is one customer out of like 25 of elderly people that we just like. I love the elderly people that come to my restaurant.
I'm the worst person
to be helping me with my rage.
Yeah.
Well,
here I am, raging about a boss, bitching about coffee that I haven't had to deal with in 2 years.
What are you supposed to be helping me with my
I'm moving to the next one.
Please do, Daniel. Please
okay,
do.
well, good time. The next one is move it out. Move the angle
out. Does it have any tips in there to how to move it out?
As physical signs go,
like do something like you know, punch a pillow, or like just do what you do. Basically, you know, go for a run. You know, go do some physical exercise.
It's to slow down your breathing through several long, deep breaths. Loosen your muscles through clenching and unclenching your fist. Oh, that's not the way I was saying. Clenching and unclenching. I was thinking the buttocks, not the fist. But I don't know how it's going to help with rage.
So slow, deep breaths, clenching and unclenching your fists. Probably
doing a neck roll. It says.
Doing a neck roll.
Use that.
So it seems like breathing.
If it says you can use that
yoga.
arousal for good, rather than for clocking someone in the face. Oh yeah. Should be better off. Yeah.
Get turned on by the anger?
No.
I like that button. It's gonna go away. Yeah, turn that into a rage boner and jack it off.
You fuck. Get off this podcast. You're foul.
Get off that own podcast.
I mean, the adrenaline is pumping. The blood got to go some.
All right, what's our next tip for us? I really like that. I really like that one. You know, walk away, do some deep breaths. You know, clenching your hands and what was this website again? You should.
It's Psychology Today.
PsychologyToday.com.
And it's 7 tips on basically how to help control your rage.
I like it.
But I'm gonna spitfire these last 3.
Nope, spitfire the last 2. Are they any good? Just go. I'm
just gonna spitfire the last of the tips from the website, so we just talk about all of them real fast.
All right, go ahead.
But one is find the big picture, which is kind of rooted to what we said earlier, which is find out why you're getting mad, see the bigger picture, or like step away from your damn self and find out what's making you mad.
Or the situation. Yourself also includes the situation.
And then it says share carefully. Like you said, walk away. Tell somebody that you're angry instead of doing like, Billy, you pissing me off today.
Yeah.
Billy, you made me angry.
No, I just saw your face in the mirror and it was epic. Billy, you make me angry.
But share carefully. Then number 6 it says act. And then number 7 says be watchful. That's what I was thinking. And then 7 is be watchful, basically, so you don't get angry again from that. But the act, if someone drove poorly on the freeway, you'll simply move on eventually. But if you're part of a toxic relationship or the victim of a serial aggressor, you'll need to do what you can do. Wait, oh my gosh. You'll need to do what you can to chart out steps to improve the situation. A specific plan of action with methodical goals and the pathways to get there can lend a very important sense of control, reducing your stress and increasing your peace. Basically, it's saying act is, if you're like in an abusive relationship and that's what's making you mad, don't sit there and keep getting mad because your spouse beats you every night or something It's crazy. Like, it's gonna make you mad.
To
Like,
that effect.
exactly. Start building blocks of either A for like something like that. A, you need to walk with them and calm them down and get like to your mutual peace, and you can fix a relationship. Or you need to be building blocks of, well, I live with them. Where can I move out to and then break up with? So building blocks like that and act on it. Don't just sit there and back. Basically, it's only like good old Yoda says, I think, do or do not. There is no try. Like you act. You do not procrastinate or maybe it until tomorrow. You start walking because you know it's unhealthy for you. But and then like that last one was
was
be
there
watchful.
any tips on be watchful? Was there any good tips? Anything for be watchful? Control your rage?
Basically, just
look for the signs in the
figure
moment.
Out, look for the signs in the moment, figure them out, and then plan for it another day and be watchful. Make sure it don't happen again. Basically,
and remember, no one's perfect. You're gonna get angry again.
I'm gonna get angry again about probably somebody over. I'll probably be making my own coffee when I'm like 30 or 40, shaky little hands and pour it on myself and be mad at my own self. Or my flimsy ass right hand.
Dang it, no. But you're gonna get mad again. But like after the fact, after you get away from it and you realize that you fucked up, it's okay that you fucked up. Like we all do it. I do it on a daily basis. But you gotta look at it and move on. Say, how can I fix it? When you get mad, just when you're away and you realize it, just be like, what made me mad? How can I avoid it next time? How can I fix it? How can I maybe, even if it's like someone you work with or something, someone that's just aggravating you constantly, like at work or something, just be like, how can I let them not affect my inner peace? What are they doing that affects my inner peace? And what am I doing that lets them affect it? At least that's what I feel. Daniel, any last words on the topic of rage?
Any last words is disclaimer. Don't Daniel Petry are not represented by any mental health or mental therapeutic company at any point in time, nor have we ever been. Do not take our point as law or any advice as solid in stone. Do not. Basically, we do not know what the fuck we're talking about. Like we said, Psychology Today kind of seemed like they knew what they were talking about. But we have no degree or knowledge of mental health. But if you like our advice, stay tuned because you'll hear us vent about it again. Probably. And I hope I helped Dylan with a little bit of his rage issues. And maybe...
He normally does. Alright, Daniel, we're moving on. I'm going to throw you a topic out on the fly that not even I wrote down. Not even I thought about it yet. But we can make it quick because we got technical problems.